Everyone, this is Coach Simple Cures. I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to purchase Bitcoin and then send it to whatever wallet, e-wallet that you're going to be using or whatever you need to use your Bitcoin for, okay? So this is for people who are already approved to do Bitcoin transactions on Cashapp. Now, you'll be able to purchase, but in order for you to sell or transfer, you have to be approved. The approval process is you submitting your identification as well as your picture of yourself and whatever other credentials they're requesting. Once you do that, it takes about 24 hours. They'll send you a notification that you have been approved. If you have not done so, then you need to come back after you are approved. But for those of you who are already approved to do Bitcoin transactions on Cash App, continue watching. So you've opened up your Cash app on your phone, and here is what you see. Right now you want to purchase Bitcoin. Down at the bottom you see a bunch of icons, right? I want you to draw your attention to the Bitcoin icon all the way to the lower right portion of your screen. Tap it, and now you are on the Bitcoin page. Okay, so I have 80 cents worth of Bitcoin, no big deal. Don't worry about that. But you will notice three blue buttons towards the midway section of your screen that says buy, sell, and then there's the little triangular shape letting you know that there's an additional thing you can do. But for right now, we're going to draw our attention to the buy. Okay, tap on the buy, and now it's asking you how much Bitcoin do you want to purchase. This is entirely up to you. If you see that there are preset numbers and it coincides with the amount you want to do, just tap that number. But if you say you want to do an odd number, these three dots, if you click it, now you can enter whatever amount you want to enter. If you make a mistake, down in the lower left corner above the next button, you'll see a little arrow pointing to the left. Just tap it and it will delete any entry that you have entered. Okay, so I'm going to purchase about $1,000 today. No big deal. Yes, it was one of the preset amounts, but because I'm showing you all of the steps, I went ahead and typed it in. Okay. So now you hit, once you've confirmed this is the amount you want to go with, matter of fact, let's do 1,010. I'm going to take into consideration that there's some transaction fees that will apply from exchanging US dollar to Bitcoin. All right. So add a little extra, a few dollars extra in whatever transaction you want to do. What do I mean? So if what you're purchasing costs $100 even in Bitcoin, there's $100 worth of Bitcoin that you need. You may want to purchase $105 or $110 of Bitcoin because there will be some transactional fees that will apply to convert your US dollar into the Bitcoin. Okay, so you want to be prepared for that, because if you don't, it will deduct it from the $100, the flat $100, and then you will not have enough to make the purchase. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going to click next. And now it's going to ask me to confirm that this is my transaction. This is what I want to do. Notice at the bottom it says I'm only going to have a total of $994.79 of Bitcoin because the fees associated with this is $15.21. Okay, so that tells me right now that what I just told you is the truth. Okay. And you might say, wow, $15. Yes. Well, everything, it costs money to make money. Okay. So let's keep it moving. We're going to click confirm. Once that happens, it's going to ask me, it's going to give me a confirmation that I purchased this amount. I'm going to click done. And now you see my balance in the Bitcoin. I have $994.79. It's going to fluctuate as Bitcoin does. But this is the amount of Bitcoin that I have. So now I'm saying, hey, I'm ready to make my purchase of whatever item or product or service in Bitcoin. So the little triangular button that's all the way to the right, the blue button, click it. Okay. Now it's telling you you could send Bitcoin. This is why you need to be approved. It will not let you do it if you're not approved. All right. So up at the top, you'll see send Bitcoin. Underneath there, you'll see 0.0231709 Bitcoin available. That's how much Bitcoin I have. Bitcoin is different than the US dollar. Okay. So you see the big Bitcoin sign in the zero, and underneath you see the US dollar. If you tap the small US dollar or Bitcoin, it will basically go back and forth between the two to determine what dollar amount you want to enter. Okay. So if you're not comfortable entering the 0.0231709, you're like, no, hey, well, go back, look at the amount of Bitcoin that you have. Noticing it's decreasing by the moment. 993.78 is what I have right now. All right. So if you're not comfortable entering Bitcoin amount, just capture the amount that you have here on this screen, hit the send button, and enter that amount, 993.75. Okay. Switch it to US dollar, 993.75. Okay. Now you hit send. Now it's going to ask you who you want to send it to. In the two right here where it says name, hashtag BTC address, that's where you would input your wallet address. Okay. For security purposes, I will not be doing that, but that's where you would enter. That's where you enter the wallet address. You can use the copy and paste. I strongly recommend you copy and paste it because it's a lot of series of numbers, letters, capital, lower, and it's just going to be too much. And you do not want to mess that wallet address up, because if you mess it up, if you don't have the right wallet number or address, the right wallet address, your money will be lost on a blockchain somewhere. Okay. So make sure you have the correct wallet address. Once you input it there where it says to, you don't have to put a note, hit next, and the transaction will begin its process to going from your Bitcoin Cashapp account to that wallet. There will be an option for you to pay an extra fee to have it sent in 10 minutes, or you could pay a smaller fee for 2 hours, or there will be no fee. Well, the standard fee, and it may take up to 24 hours. Okay. So it's basically up to you. How soon do you need it to get to that wallet is basically we pay for the convenience. Okay. So those options will be made available to you once you hit next. Just select appropriately, understanding what your ending balance is going to be. And then once you complete the transaction, you wait. You should receive notification from your e-wallet provider that the monies or the fundings was received when the transaction is completed. And then you'll be able to go on about your day completing your Bitcoin transaction. Okay. Hopefully this tutorial was helpful and beneficial. Thank you for tuning in. Again, my name is Coach Sybil Kears. Stay tuned for more tutorials on how to do what you need to do with your money. Thank you and have a blessed and wonderful day.